Warning, the following podcast contains adult language, adult situations, and lots of sexual innuendos. Viewer discretion is advised, yes.
They are back. You're listening to Gassy Unfiltered with Randy and Luigi.
And welcome to a brand new,
Sorry,
belated...
I need absolute silence. I'm getting into character. Absolute silence.
I'm Randy Lee Beasley.
And I'm Luigi Bonanno.
And we are back after a little bit of a break. And we're going to get into some shit, because there's shit to get into. Why don't you start us off with your big old rant, Luigi?
Which fucking one?
the one you just discussed.
Oh, the one that I just discussed? The steaming pile of shit garbage that Kingdom Hearts delivered us with Kingdom Hearts 3 that I was so disappointed in being an absolutely huge fan. That conversation?
Yes.
So, I am a diehard fan, and I played games 1, 2... Dream Drop Distance, the whatever over 2 days. I've pretty much played every single one of them. If not, I've watched the videos for them. All pretty good games. Except for the handheld ones were pretty shitty. Except for Chain of Memories we were talking about.
That one was good. Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
But then they just remade it for the PS2, so there was no point in it anyway. And now they're turning around and they're like, oh, hey, you guys just spent $60 on a game 3 months ago. Here, spend another $30 for some DLC we should have given you for like $10 to $20.
Agreed.
Like, when are we going to start getting games again, dude? Like Final Fantasy VII for the PS1 where it's, I don't give a shit. Give me 4 fucking discs. At least it's a complete game when it's in my hands.
I agree. The world is changing. I mean, I don't give a shit that GameStop's going out of business because of digital or anything or all this other stuff.
Right.
But like, yeah, no, I'm getting really tired of buying a game and then I don't mind if it's something additional that adds to the story, but
Correct.
Something that, I don't know. I don't like DLCs that fix things people don't like about the story, and I don't like DLCs that are just like, this was supposed to be part of it, here you go.
Well, that's exactly what this DLC is. It's like a continuation from the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3, but it rehashes the last, like, hour of the game for you in a quicker pace, and you have to, like, fight, like, 5 or 6 bosses right in the beginning of the game. It continues you from where you left off, so you got the same level and everything, but that's still, like, ridiculous. You don't jump into a game, here's a boss battle, boss battle, boss battle.
Right. I don't know, man.
I mean, what have these games come to nowadays? I don't get it. Like,
you were already disappointed with Kingdom Hearts 3, and they just keep throwing the fun at you.
I know, it's getting fucking ridiculous, man.
We had some more gaming news, man. Fighters just fucking announced that Ultra Instinct Goku and Kefla are coming.
Yes.
So you got another version of Goku in the game, and Kefla's cool, but again, how
how many versions of Goku do you need?
It's like the fucking pop figures. Now, don't get me wrong. I just pre-ordered the fucking dead Goku eating the ramen pop, and now we're getting a Vegeta eating pop soon. Oh, yeah, those are fucking cool. I need those. Yeah, those are cool. But them playing baseball in Super Saiyan Blue form, fuck you.
No, those were fillers. I don't want filler shit.
Yeah, like, dude, like, I can't. But yeah, so those are 2 new characters coming, so I'm sure we're going to get people who are going to be bitching about Ultra Instinct Goku and all that other shit, but whatever. Fuck. What else have I got? Sony just bought Insomniac Games.
Really?
I'm pretty sure they're the people behind the Spider-Man game.
They are.
And now they own it. I don't know if they want... So now either we're going to get a good Spider-Man sequel, or because Sony owns it now, we're going to get shoehorned too much, but we'll see.
No, I heard that they bought the company and all the workers. So it's the same exact...
Oh, I wasn't worried about that. I just don't want now the studio to be like... too much influence, like how they destroyed Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, but Sony had all the influence in it. They told them exactly what to do, and then they just kind of made the game based off of their outline.
We'll see how Avengers does when that comes out.
Yeah, Avengers, let's see how Venom 2 does, Morbius
No, I'm talking about the video game Avengers.
Oh, yeah, let's see how well that does. I mean... Based off of the superhero games we've been getting lately, Kakarot's phenomenal. There's just a few things that I don't like about that one. what other one just came out? Anthem, where you can fly around in like the Iron Man-esque suit. Like that was pretty
Justin
dope.
wanted me to fucking buy that, and I'm like, no. And then everyone was disappointed with it.
Well, the whole thing is that it. As soon as you're done with the game, you're done with the game. There's nothing else. It's just over. So all you're doing is running around and blowing stuff up.
It's repetitive.
It's super repetitive.
Right.
There's just nothing to do for the game. And I'm really, really scared that they're going to wind up doing that with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Because, I mean, there's only, a handful of subquests at the end of the game, and that's it.
Yep. And, to go back a little bit to the Kingdom Hearts thing, apparently new reports are saying that Sora was going to be a Smash DLC character, but then last second, they had models made and everything, last second Disney was like, no.
Yeah.
It wasn't Square Enix. It was fucking Disney who said
Disney
no.
always does that in the last
Because Disney's
second.
like, Nintendo,
It wasn't
it's Battle of the
that.
Mouses, man. Pikachu versus Mickey.
No, it's more or less because...
That's how it's been the last 10 years, though. Battle of Supremacy, Pikachu versus Mickey.
Well, that's true.
But,
That's true.
No further reports come out why. But like that would have been such a good cross promotion, man.
Right?
I thought, and that maybe that would have bred some new life into the people who are iffy or hating on like Kingdom Hearts 3, which it's deserved though. Like maybe that would have been like, oh, okay, well.
They had really cool mechanics in it, but the story sucked. I don't care how bad the gameplay is in a game, as long as the story, if it's supposed to continue, is a good continuation, and as long as it's fleshed out. It makes no fucking sense now. I don't even realize... we still don't know exactly what Kingdom Hearts actually is. Like, nobody's been to Kingdom Hearts. Like, it's just
maybe when we're 45, when we get Kingdom Hearts 4.
Right. We've been to the Dark Realms, we've been to the Light Realms, we've been to regular worlds, and we've been to the worlds in between, but we've never actually stepped foot in Kingdom Hearts, and we've been across 9 games now.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. It's a little fucked up.
And 2 of them were rehashes.
Mm-hmm. What were we talking about? We're talking about Mickey versus Pikachu. Speaking of which, there's brand new Pokemon Pops have been announced. Vulpix, Mr. Mime, Mewtwo, and Pichu. Plus, of course, GameStop just released the Flocked Pikachu and Flocked Squirtle. I guess Squirtle needs to be flocked.
Oh, yeah, those are going to be worth like $60, $80
and then,
a piece.
Walmart is exclusively sharing with Emerald City the Flocked Charmander. So that's new. It's because it's still technically it's Pokemon. It's cool. That's neat. Of course, we're getting a new Call of Duty game this year because it's every year. I'm already over.
Wait. Is it a new Call of Duty game? Is it like a rehash of
no,
something
it's a new
else?
Call of Duty. It's a sequel to something that we've already had.
Modern Warfare 2.
It's Modern Warfare 2, the reboot Modern Warfare 2. That's probably what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like, is it a rehash?
It's probably we don't know yet, but like I'm not phased by it because there's always new It's always new Call of Duty. It's always new wrestling games.
Well, Ghost was the worst out of everything.
I hated the last couple. Black Ops 2 was okay.
The only one that was really good was Modern Warfare because it was a rehash of the old game, and that's what really got everybody into it. Even I got into it for Modern Warfare.
Yeah, I didn't. I got sick of it.
Well, I did it when it was Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, I mean, I played competitively when it was like the OG Modern Warfare 2 and 3, and then I just played so much, and I was around the wrong people so long.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
it just bummed. I don't know. I got sick of that hardcore. Yeah, man. Let's move into. I mean, I don't. Oh, hold on. This is the best fucking thing. The best part of news for anything gaming related, dude. We are getting 2 new Silent Hill games. One's a VR.
Yes.
One's a thing.
Totally.
And you think I like Resident Evil? Silent Hill is my shit.
Oh yeah.
But we're also getting a 3rd Silent Hill movie. So that's so. I love the first 2, especially the first one. The first one followed the first movie pretty well, but it's its own thing. The second one kind of followed the second games a little bit, but mostly the third with like the whole carnival setting towards the end and everything, and the girls growing up, whatever. But yeah, the new one is supposed to be a mix of The Room and Revelations. So like I'm like excited. Plus, hopefully they added new shit like they did to the other games, and a lot of like the original cast members are coming back too, so they're going to connect it even more. Because Silent Hill 4: The Room wasn't even supposed to be a Silent Hill game until the developer took it over, and then they converted it to Silent Hill, and they gave it some of the aesthetics and stuff. So that really pleases me, and there's a big rumor that Norman Reedus will be in the Silent Hill movie since we never got the Silent Hills game.
Right.
And a lot of people are hoping the new Silent Hill will also include him, like a crossover type thing. Like the new Silent Hill game will feature him like it was supposed to, but then also he'll be like a side character in the movie. And it's like it's cool. It'll connect the movies to the games.
Yeah, I mean that would actually be pretty dope. But I mean, most of the things that we wish for, they really just don't happen. That just seems like a lot of work for the company, to be honest. But I mean, we've had weirder things happen. Like Spider-Man.
Anyway, man, we got F is for Family Season 4 is coming soon.
Finally.
They haven't given us a date yet, but it just says when you check on Netflix.
That's another thing I was just ranting and raving about. Is like
new season. The final part of Fuller House. Blah 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 blah.
But no dates. Yeah, There's no dates anywhere.
Like
There's
the Mandalorian season 2. At least Disney was like, yeah, October. Like, okay, it's a long time away, but okay.
Right. At least give us a month or something. Like there's nothing. It's just like, oh yeah, another season coming. When?
We're getting March 5th. We did get one date, March 5th for season 3 of Castlevania.
Okay.
So that's neat. I put something on here called Solitude and the Dragon. Don't know what the fuck that even means. I made these notes, the compilation of the last week.
Solitude and
the Dragon.
I'm thinking that's probably a new Netflix show that's animated.
Sounds like it. I don't remember what I put
that
in
sounds
here.
like an animated.
We'll research it. I'll bring it back up again next week, but I don't fucking even know anymore. I don't. Man, I don't have much for that, but for anything animated, really, I'm just talking now at this point.
Well, we're about to come to the close of this season of My Hero, and then we're gonna have to wait for another fucking hiatus. Another movie's coming out for that too, which is actually what, next month?
The My Hero movie?
Yes.
It's on the 26th of this month.
Oh, so it's the 26th of this month. Is the new My Hero movie.
We're recording this 2 days before Valentine's Day. This should be out the day before Valentine's Day.
Right. Sonic comes out tomorrow night, or officially on Friday. Yeah, there's not much for animated news.
Well, I mean,
right
I do
now.
have a closer, but it is official. Like, after much debate, many videos and everything, Dragon Ball Z Abridged is over. Like, last year they canceled BoJack. Earlier this year, they said, like, they officially canceled BoJack, and they said that, you know, they were gonna start season 4, and they were doing these little shorts, and then not too long ago, they're like, oh, we're not gonna do season 4 in the original way we did Abridged. We're gonna do it in the new animation style. And now, just recently, like 2 days ago, they finally said, no, guys, we're not doing it. And the main reason is, the video made me cry, is like they're just burned out, and they don't want to give an inferior product. And they feel like it took a year to finish the Cell Games arc, and they feel like that's the best finale. And I agree. I was happy with it. I cried. They erased Krillin's own counter, and then they had to give us a little bit of hope in the end, season 4. But, like, you know what?
Right.
It is what it is. I love Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and it's good, man. It's still there.
I actually do have one more bit of anime news. I've ranted and raved to you about Webtoon before, right? Mm-hmm. My favorite comic, Tower of God, is actually being made into an anime, and it's getting put on Crunchyroll. Yes. Very good. Dragon Ball Z plus Sword Art kind of a feel to it.
Plus Bukkake. Really good stuff.
A little bit of Bukkake.
A little bit of Bukkake. I'm going to just... Okay, so the Power Rangers reboot has some new news. There is going to be time travel in it that will bring them back to the 90s. They're not just rebooting it. Like, if they gave us the 90s style Mighty Morphin reboot, that'd been cool. No, it's fucking time travel.
It's rad, bro.
Everything has to be time travel now.
That's rad, bro.
So, we'll see.
Or that's rad, man. That's rad, man.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Tubular.
Anyone who doesn't want to see another reboot, you can eat my shorts. Cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
All that and a bag of chips. Shannon Elizabeth's breast cancer is back. Shannon Doherty, not Shannon Elizabeth. The chick who played... Wow, not laughing at her. I got the actresses mixed up.
No, yeah, we're just laughing at
Shannon Doherty, the chick who was on Charmed, Brody's girlfriend in Mallrats. She beat it. It went into remission. Now it's back. And it's stage 4, and... I don't know if she will be in Mallrats 2 anymore.
Right.
And that's not me making a bad joke. I just don't think she'll have the energy to do it.
She might just be like, fuck it, let's get this out of the way, because stage 4 is pretty severe.
Yeah.
Stage 5 is I think the biggest you can go right.
Stage 5 is like, you have like 3 days to live. You have like a week to live. Like
Right.
we caught this way too late. Stage 4, there's a little bit of hope, but she's not. She's like, it came back. It's gonna get me.
Right, and at this point, because she's... How old is she now?
She's pretty up there.
Yeah, exactly. She's pretty up there now, so, I mean...
I don't think she's older than like 56, though.
No, I don't... Yeah, she's pre-old, I guess
Siri.
you could say.
Hey, Siri. How old is Shannon Doherty?
Shannon Doherty is 48 years old.
Wow.
Thank you, Siri.
Wow, she's still actually pretty young.
Thank you.
That's terrible.
You're welcome.
All right. Special guest Siri. We get sued now. Anyway, let's move on from the sad shit. We got our first couple Matrix 4 behind-the-scenes photos. He looks like... Guess what? Neo looks like Keanu. Long hair, beanie hat on. He's like looking up into the clouds. So I just feel like he legitimately just got rebooted into the Matrix somehow. Because the last we saw him, his dead body was being carried away by the machines. And as the architect says, there's always a new anomaly, a new person, but we're getting him back. It's always a different person.
I don't think... Here's what I think happened. In the last one, they were only taking away his physical body. What happened to his mental state?
Right.
So I don't think he got rebooted.
And I think that's what the glitch
I think he helped recreate everything again.
Right, I think, and then maybe he just
But
lost his way.
this time he knows.
And Lana Wachowski, one of the Wachowski sisters who are no longer the Wachowski brothers, they're both females now, she's coming back as director. So we're getting the original writer, original director, and like Carrie... Here's the thing though, Carrie Ann Moss died. She's dead, so how the hell is she coming back? She fucking died when the ship crashed in the machine in the real world and she got impaled by a bunch of fucking spikes. Which already pissed me off because the whole second movie was Neo choosing to save her.
I have a funny feeling it was the love of his life. He probably recreated her into the Matrix.
That would be cool. You're not wrong. That would be a good way. It's her, but it's not.
Right. Like, it's his way of staying sane in a world that he's created, in a world that he's seeing go to shit.
Great segue. Speaking of insane shits, this trailer for the newest Saw film, Spiral, from the book of Saw.
That shit.
Fucking produced by Chris Rock, starring Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson. It looks so fucking good.
Oh, it does. It doesn't look like it's going to be this gory, over...
And not just that, but like there's connections to the original Saw movie because it is still a sequel. It's not a reboot. I mean, it's a soft reboot, but it's still a sequel. Like, there's the same places, but it's this new thing. This killer's targeting cops. I don't know. I'm excited.
Right.
I'm excited to see.
Right. But he's always got a reason for it.
Right.
Always. So they have to be dirty or...
Yes, for sure.
Had to have gotten in his way somehow.
The new Clerks 3 plot, because as we know, I haven't discussed it at all on Gassy, but the original Clerks 3 was so depressing, because at the time Kevin Smith was in a depressed area. He was a big guy. It's before his heart attack. That it was so depressing that Jeff Anderson, who plays Randall, read it, didn't like it, and didn't agree to do it. He's like, this is too depressing, because apparently Dante has a heart attack and dies in the movie in the end. And it's a somber, shitty fucking ending. Now, new happy, skinny, vegan Kevin Smith, the new Clerks 3 plot, he like leaked a little bit of it. It's about Randall having a heart attack and surviving, and then he decides to do something more with his life than just owning a convenience store, and he decides to make a movie based on his life in the convenience store, which is following Kevin Smith, because Kevin Smith did that.
Right.
So that's really fucking cool to me.
Well, I do have to say one thing about the whole depressed Kevin Smith thing is I feel like your mental health is directly related to your it's your physical health, man.
Yeah.
Altogether. You can be a skinny person, but you keep pounding junk food, you're just going to be in this depressed state. You're not
drinking a whole gallon of milk a day.
Right, you're not getting any substance in your body.
No
you're
protein,
gonna be
no vitamins.
Grouchy, cranky. You're just going to be in this big old slump. If you start eating right, it helps like just rejuvenate your brain.
And I mean, don't like eat your Taco Bell. Go out, just watch what you eat. Don't don't waste 800 calories on eating a bag of flaming hot Cheetos every day.
Indulge, but don't overdo it.
Right. Oh man, what do we got? Turner and Hooch is getting a reboot, starring my boy Josh Peck. I'm gonna watch it. I fucking love Josh Peck.
Why not?
Josh Peck is so good. His YouTube channel is so good. The newest episode of his thing he just released was fucking him and his 3 friends. Who does this remind you of? Him and his 3 friends in his car eating like the spicy noodle challenge, or like level 1, level 5, and level 10. I look up to Josh Peck because he's only like 4 years older than me, and he was super fucking fat, and he got healthy too.
Yeah.
So I look up to him and Kevin Smith, man. So like,
well, with him, he had a really weird transition from being fat to being skinny.
It was like the next season of Drake and Josh. He was just
right. Well, not only that, but his comedy went wonky. Did you see some of the shit he used to put on Vines and stuff?
Yeah.
It was just weird garbage humor. Really weird garbage humor. He's straightened things out. He's become funny to me again.
I was a daddy before him. He just had his kid not that long ago.
Oh, he did?
Max, yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, if you ever listen to this, we support you. And I'm all in for the Turner and Hooch
Yes,
reboot.
but there was a really weird part in his career where I was like, I don't like
Have
his humor.
Have you seen The Whackness?
No, I do.
The movie where he like fucks the chick in the shower? And he's like, yeah, he's like 30 seconds and he's done. And he's just trying to get with this chick, and this chick was just using him like as a one-night stand type thing. And fuck it, it's a crazy movie. It's so good. He like experiments with drugs and shit. And he's like, it's so fucking funny, man. DC wants Amber Heard out. They no longer want her as Aquaman's main squeeze.
I wonder fucking why.
Yeah, because everything's pointing to her being how psychotic she is.
See what happens when you shit in somebody's bed?
And then Johnny Depp's like, I'm going to show you proof that my bed doesn't need the shit in it.
Yeah.
Where's the rum? Why is the rum always gone?
Because Disney keeps stealing it.
Who just mentioned this legitimately yesterday at the time of this recording, and now it's official. Birds of Prey has been changed. The name of the movie is it's Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey.
And the funny part is that we wanted to record this yesterday. This is like the 8th prediction we've had on Gassy. What are we, the new Simpsons?
Yep, we are. This is some fucking crazy news too, man. Apparently, Leonard Nimoy, who played Spock, we know this, legend.
Still alive?
No. He actually had the nurses assist him to die, like assisted suicide. Now it's coming out now that he asked the nurses to help him pass because he was in that much pain.
Well, I mean, if you're in that much pain, I can't blame you, dude.
Right.
Like, you know you're going to die. Why are you going to sit around and wait to die while you're in that much pain? I'd just be like, somebody stabbed me in the heart.
I don't know why I followed up the Amber Heard thing, because I kind of had these grouped together. And to go back a little bit, now Disney is also reportedly trying to get Captain Marvel changed. They don't want Brie Larson as Captain Marvel anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. That's the report was they are not happy with her. And I'm like, dude, most people weren't. Some people were. I don't mind.
I didn't mind her,
I hate when
I
companies go through personal views to like do that because but I also don't like how a lot of celebrities, just because they're
she probably didn't do enough of the saki.
That's it. Harvey Weinstein's like, she's no good. He put his thumb down.
King Mickey on the throne. She's no good.
Oh, she didn't swallow.
No.
Oh fuck, that's bad. Unfiltered though.
Don't sue us.
Oh, what are you doing?
We can't afford it.
Put it back in. What are you? Oh no. Harvey, you lied to me. What about VeggieTales?
Thanks to new laws, VeggieTales finally introduced cannabis character.
Is that real? What is that?
My sister posted it.
That's from 2018? How are we just now? Breaking news. Cannabis Carl.
Cannabis Carl. Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my god, that's wonderful.
Okay.
Alright, there's a little bit more animated news for you.
Jesus Christ. The only thing I have left, man, is that Rick Moranis is officially coming out of retirement. He retired after his wife passed away a long time ago to take care of his kids. I respect the fuck out of him for that. And, yeah, he's coming back for the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids series on Disney+, which is awesome. And then that also makes me sad that, like, he didn't do it for Ghostbusters, but then me and Luigi were thinking maybe he did.
They usually hold a lot of shit out, and they usually go, oh, no, this person's not going to be in there. And then they usually show up, and they're like, hi.
Right.
And we're like,
even if it's a little cameo, like maybe even in the beginning of the movie, like they go to like try to find
and
the original Ghostbusters.
And he's like, I'm out or something.
He's like, oh, yeah, I was friends with them back in the day. That's all. Because if you're going to do a full-fledged series, yes, it's only like 1 or 2 days of work a week, but you're doing a full-fledged series and you couldn't do a cameo for like one of the biggest things you were in.
Right.
But then again, I can't be mad at Rick Moranis, though.
Right.
But his kids are all grown now.
Right.
So, give him something to do. Like Joe Pesci, he retired for a little bit. He's like, yeah, we've been talking about this. Let's do it. How am I funny?
Didn't really work out for him, but you know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the Oscars, man. We talk about the Oscars. That's the last. I mean, like, obviously, Joaquin Phoenix won Best Actor for the Joker. He had the most crazy fucking speech ever for winning.
I need to.
It's awkward. Some of the shit he's saying I get. Other shit I don't get. But like he won. Brad Pitt won Best Supporting Actor.
Did he go a little cuckoo bonkers like Jim Carrey?
I don't know.
I think he did because he really got into that fucking character, man.
I know. And I don't know. I'll show you that before we go anywhere after this. But that's all I wanted to talk about was just like watch that. For any listener, any gaslights listening to this, the fucking like 500 to 1,000 of you that are still with us for now. We're gonna keep growing though. Like I said, we're gonna do. Just go watch that speech, man.
Yeah, start putting us back out. Start sharing.
Because here's the thing. Gassy Radio is back as Gassy Unfiltered. I'm going to be doing some unboxing stuff on my own with guests. I got a different show with unboxing with my kids. I want to bring back some cooking show type stuff. We're working on Tacos 2. We're working on a horror type thing we can't spoil. We're working on another horror movie that's just a mob short film. The Shears 2 is still in production. There's so much shit going on. Just stay tuned. And, obviously, if you saw our post, we didn't get to post the episode last week. We had a big Milwaukee MightyCon, and then it was so packed and so busy, I didn't have time to get an interview with the Power Ranger or anything.
That's okay.
But we will. We're going to be having some big guests on this show soon in the future.
I want to go back to that whole Amber Heard thing. Did we even talk about that on the show?
Yeah,
last
the
week?
Johnny Depp thing.
Or not last week, the week before.
We brought it up, yeah.
Yeah, I'm so sick of the stereotype that only men abuse women.
I do agree. I mean, it's typically that's the case, but yeah, no, dude.
I don't think that's so anymore. Not in this day and age. I'm pretty sure that it's the mental abuse that I've heard that.
It shouldn't be me too. It should be we too, because men, mental abuse, physical abuse, it happens.
Right. Like, I can't tell you how many friends I've had that have had the mental abuse from their significant other that's a woman, i.e. Randy.
I officially haven't said anything. Lawyer, full disclosure, I have not said a word.
He hasn't said anything, but I'm saying suck a dick.
Oh, you gotta swallow? Oh my god.
Oh god. But yeah, dude, I mean, everybody I love to see the fact that everybody's rallying around Johnny though right now. But I'm sad to know that everybody actually was like, oh yeah, he beats Amber just because she started showing what was it, like 1 or 2 pictures? Mm-hmm. 1 picture in the front and 1 picture on the side. And this was after she physically assaulted herself, and he's sitting there going, are you out your damn mind?
Yeah, then she released the video of Johnny Depp being mad and breaking a wine bottle. If he's being mentally abused and he's going up against all this shit, I'm going to be mad too. But he'd never fucking put his hands on her in any of the videos.
No, and that's exactly what he said.
I think he grabbed her camera, shut it off. You don't have my permission to be recording me.
Right, if that's the worst that Johnny's ever done. And that guy just seems...
That's justified.
He's just too nice of a guy to be like that.
Yeah, no.
Like most of these...
Does he drink too much wine? Yeah.
Like most of the things that we hear on here, they're pretty believable. Like Josh Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
Or Harvey Weinstein, sorry. Josh Weinstein.
Sorry,
Harvey
Josh
Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein.
That's the thing, though. It's either Mickey goes, Harvey? Oh, shit. Oh, Harvey, we got one. Or, Harvey? Thumbs down.
Basically. But the whole Harvey Weinstein thing, that was very believable. But then you had the Danny Masterson thing, which we were all like...
But then he ended up being a piece of shit in another way, where he wants to kill people's dogs and threaten them and stuff. So
right. I mean, he was a piece of shit in a completely different way, but
he didn't do that.
Right. And actually, when people say something like he was killing dogs and all that other shit. That's something I can see out of him. That's something I can see him doing.
Right.
But abusing women, no, I can't. He's too nice of a guy. Like, if somebody came up with allegations on Keanu Reeves, I
would tell them to fuck off.
Oh, yeah, I'd probably stab them right there.
He's
and then.
Jesus.
Like,
He's the second coming of Jesus.
Exactly. 110%.
Like, he doesn't age.
No.
He's the nicest person in the world. He rides the subway. He's kind, and he's been shit on his whole life.
Yeah, and I've seen, I saw this one video where he was in the middle of an interview, and somebody just wanted his autograph, and
the interviewer like declined her and told her
right, and he got up and walked over to her, gave her 2 autographs. When did it stop though?
The battery. I don't know. Keanu Reeves is a great person.
Always a great
We don't
person.
know when that stopped recording, but this has been Randy Lee Beasley
and Luigi Bonanno.
Thank you for listening.
Hopefully, the second half of our cast actually recorded.
I know.